Hi everybody, I'm Ayana and welcome back to my channel. And if you are new here, welcome, and go ahead and subscribe while you're here. This video is about my nursing journey from the very beginning to where I am now. I'm gonna say my nursing journey started in 2016 and it's now 2023. We got some years to cover and unpack. So let's start back in 2016. So 2016, I'm graduating high school, going to college. And when I signed up for my major, I did biology on a pre-med track. And this was cool, but before I got there, I'm like, I don't want to be in school that long. I don't want to do it. I do not want to be in school for years on end. Because by this time now, I'll probably be still in med school right now. I just didn't want to do that. So before I got to college, I switched my major to nursing. So first 2 years, undergrad, you do your prereqs, cool. And then the fall semester of my sophomore year, you apply to nursing school, and then spring break of the spring semester is when you find out if you got in. So I applied to nursing school. For my school, they had something called priority. And priority, if I can remember, it was like you had a 3.5 GPA, at least a B or better in all your sciences. Not a B minus, but a B or a B plus or better in all your sciences. You had to get like a 80 something on your T's and above. No, I think it was a 78. I don't know. You had to get like something on your T's and above, and you had to originally been from that school, like did your undergrad at that school as well. And if you made priority, this meant you basically got into nursing school because, you know, that's what they were looking for. That was priority to get in. This time comes around, I take my TEAS test and I don't get the required grade. Let's say it was a 78, I got a 76 or something like that. And the TEAS test is kind of like an ACT type of test. I didn't make priority because of the TEAS test, and I was devastated, y'all. So as soon as I get my score back, I'm nervous. Like, I'm like, bro, what if I don't get into nursing school? Because this is the only plan. I don't have a plan B. This was plan A, B, C, D, and so forth. This is the plan. I go talk to my counselor. Like, I wish I could like show y'all this like in my mind how I'm remembering this. So boom, 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 I go talk to my counselor. I'm sitting in a desk, right? I'm sitting in a chair. She like sitting in front of me, and I'm just talking to my counselor, and I'm like, I got this on my TEAS test. I technically didn't make priority. What's the chances of me getting in? Like, be real with me because I need to know. So she's talking to me, she's looking over everything, and then one of the other counselors come in and he's talking, and he was like, you're fine. It's no point you retaking the TEAS test, because at that point I didn't have time to really retake it. So he's like, it's no point in you retake it, and you only missed it by maybe like one question or two. He was like, you're good, don't stress it, just apply, we'll figure it out. So I applied, and then spring break of the sophomore year, spring semester comes around, and I'm on spring break, and I go to Florida to my aunt's house for a little bit. I was going there like every spring break. It's Florida, why not go? So I go to my aunt's house, I'm chilling, and my mom calls me. She's like, you got a packet in the mail. And I was like, okay, just sit on my bed, don't open it. Because I wanted to be the first to open it. Like, don't open it, don't do that to me. Because if I didn't get in, I wanted to cry in peace. After spring break, I get home, first thing I do, run upstairs. So I run upstairs, go in my room, open a packet, and it's like, let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Okay, so here it is. What it says, something, I'm pretty sure it says, based on your credentials and application of admission to the nursing school. And then in bold, it was like, I don't even think I read the first part, but I see in bold, it said, congratulations on admission to the upper division major in nursing at the university, da, da, da. And I was just like, what the? Like, I got in, bro. I got into nursing school. I was so hyped. I ran downstairs and I'm like, I got into nursing school. And we're all just like, yay, da, 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 like I knew you would. Da, da, da. So we're all just super excited that I got into nursing school, like lit, ecstatic, so freaking happy about it. Like, so happy I got into nursing school. So that happens, finish sophomore year, junior and senior year, I'm in nursing school. I got nursing school PTSD. I'm never going back to school again. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Nursing school, it's hard, but you can do it. Like, if you get into nursing school, you worked hard to get in, it's the same thing. You're gonna be fine getting into nursing school. I mean, being in nursing school. So, in nursing school, it's good. Number one, in nursing school, you couldn't get any grade below a 77. If you get below a 77, you failed a class, you're getting held back. You may or may not be able to retake the class. Who knows? So you couldn't get below a 77 in nursing school. So I'm working hard. I'm not retaking the class. I'm not doing none of that. Number one, I had a scholarship. Once that scholarship ran out, that's it. I'm focused. I'm staying ahead of the game, and we're gonna do what we gotta do. So all that happens, and there was only one class that was like a struggle a little bit for me. It was pathopharm, so it's pathophysiology and pharmacology into one freaking class. That was the hardest class in my life, y'all. But it's over and done with. I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to talk about it. I passed the class with better than a failing grade, so I got through it. I'm good. I ain't worried about it no more. So nursing school, we go through that. It's fine. I do well in my classes. I graduate with a 3.5. Perfect. So now let's go to the spring semester of senior year. So spring semester of senior year is now 2020, and this is the time where you start applying to jobs. And honestly, I think you can start the fall, but I don't think I started till the spring. Regardless, but this is when you start applying to jobs, and most hospitals have a residency. You go through this program to be a new nurse, and you kind of have like classes, and they teach you, and then you basically are on orientation, and you work side by side with the nurse for a certain amount of weeks. And through my hospital, it was 14 weeks, and we also did classes. You did like 2 days on the floor and 1 day of classes. So that was the residency. And so when I first started applying to jobs, I only applied to jobs in my hometown because I didn't go to school where I'm from. So I applied to jobs in my hometown, but I don't know if it was because COVID had like just happened, or I only applied to maternal child. I don't know if just maternal child. It's harder to get into. I don't know what it was, but I didn't hear back nothing until it was about time to freaking graduate. So because it was so late, I didn't want to be an unemployed nurse. I was already working as a CNA. Let me backtrack. So summer going into senior year, you can do a nurse externship. So I did a nurse externship, and I worked on a tele floor, just a regular floor. So now let's fast forward. I'm applying to jobs. Haven't heard anything in my hometown. So because I already have a job somewhere as a CNA, I know I can get a job at this hospital. Once I finally reached out to them, their nurse residency program was actually already closed. But because I actually worked there, I guess they kind of like pushed me through a little bit. So they said at the time, like everything maternal child related was closed. They didn't have any more space. It was filled. I'm like, okay, cool. But I'm like, I did clinicals on this one floor. Do they have availability? Because I really like this floor. I learned a lot. Everybody was nice. They were like, okay, we'll reach out. So I ended up doing an interview with them. They liked me. I got hired on this floor. So this floor was a cardiothoracic progressive floor. So basically it's like anything cardiovascular thoracic type related, but it's progressive. So it's not necessarily like med surg. It's a step up from med surg, but not necessarily ICU. It's like right there in the middle. So this was a great floor, great learning environment. The whole time I was there, I was on night shift. So I stayed there. I started there in like July, and I stayed there until September of 2021. I'm like, dang, I kind of want to move back home to my hometown or whatever. So I started applying to jobs. I know I did an interview with one place, and I think they felt I didn't have enough experience. And I'm like, that's fine. But then the NICU at my job that I was at, they had some openings. So I just went ahead and applied. I got an email back to do an interview. So I did an interview, and then I did an interview with the director at the time. And then I got the job in the freaking NICU. Y'all, I was so hyped. Like, I always dreamed of working in the NICU. Like, I always wanted to. And just for it to become reality it was a surreal moment. It's something like You know, when you always want and then it happens, it's just like, dang, I can't believe this is happening. You know what I mean? So I like finally get into the NICU and it's great. It's a great job. I absolutely love the NICU and recommend it more for anybody that wants to work with babies. I'm now in the NICU and I'm in this NICU from September of 2021 until April of 2023. So almost 2 years I'm here at this job. And at this point, I have about 2 years and some change of nursing experience, so probably like 2.5 years. So I'm there until April, and at this point I'm like, I want to move back home because I have been in the same town that I went to college in for 6 years. I was there for freaking 6 years. I'm like, I'm ready to go home. So I go home, and at this point I didn't even apply to jobs in my hometown. I'm just like, I'm gonna go travel. Like, I want to do traveling. Travel is something that I always talked about. I want to do it. So at this point, you know, I'm reaching out to different agencies, talking with recruiters, making profiles, all the things, because that's what you have to do to travel or whatever. So I'm doing all this stuff. I moved back to my hometown in April. So every single day I'm applying to jobs. Well, I'm telling my recruiter which jobs to apply to. So every single day we're applying somewhere, not hearing nothing back, and like, you get discouraged. I'm not gonna lie, you get discouraged. I was getting discouraged. I'm like, dang, I might have to apply to a staff job. And I didn't want to do that. Like, I wanted to travel, but I'm like, dang, I might have to. So time is still going. I'm just applying to all these travel jobs, and then I hear something back from a job and it's like, congratulations, you got an offer. And I'm like, what? I'm jumping for joy. Like, I got a job. What? As a travel nurse? What? They're like, you got a job, period. So I'm so happy, and I finally felt like this sigh of relief, because it was like every day I'm searching, because the market for travel nursing is terrible, at least for NICU. It's terrible. So it's like every day I'm freaking searching, telling my recruiter, I'm searching on the agency's website, telling the recruiter, I'm like, apply for this, apply for this, apply for this. Every day, so many hours of the day, doing the same thing. And it's just like, it was a constant state of stress, I would kind of say, in a way. So I was doing that every day, and then I had finally got a job. I landed a job, and I could finally relax and breathe until one day comes. One day freaking comes. So somebody called me, and it was the area code of the place that I'm supposed to be working at. But I'm thinking, like, maybe it's another job, you know, just calling that maybe we applied to. So I talked to them, and they're asking me these questions, but they're asking me questions as if they didn't know I had a job. So when she called, I didn't know what hospital she said at first. So we're on the phone, whatever, talking. And then she's like, do you have trach experience? I'm like, no, I don't have any trach experience. But I really wasn't taking the call seriously, because I'm like, I already have a job. I'm like, no, I don't have any trach experience. I'm not taking the call seriously because I don't have a job. And she was just like, okay, well, if you get that in the future, let me know. We'll love to have you. Click. That's the end of the conversation. I didn't really think anything else of it. So that happens. And then I'm like, what hospital did she say? And I'm talking to my other friend that's doing travel nurse. I'm like, but I don't know what hospital she said. I'm like, dang, should I call her back? I'm like, hopefully she don't answer so I can get her voicemail. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just call back. So I call back, she don't answer. And then it goes to her voicemail, and it says, hi, this is such and such from the hospital Ayana's supposed to be working at. And I said, you're freaking kidding me. She was talking to me as if she didn't know I had the job already, like I didn't sign a contract. But that's the place I just signed a contract for. And she just told me, you don't have trach experience, so hit me up when you do. So I'm just like, what in the world? So now I'm contacting my recruiter. I'm like, this person called me, but she was talking to me as if she didn't know I already signed a contract. What's going on? What's up? And she's like, what? That's weird. Okay, let me figure this out. So she goes, she talks to them. She's figuring it out. And she's like, hello? Ayana, I'm so sorry, but they canceled the contract. I'm just like, what do you mean? What do you mean they canceled the contract? I finally had a job. I could finally be stress-free for a minute. And she was like, they canceled the contract. She was like, I'm so sorry. Everybody's so mad about this because they didn't have trach experience as one of their requirements, da, 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 da. And she was like, I'm so sorry, but we're gonna get you a job. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. I'm like, all right, cool, hang up. So now I'm back in the state of constant stress, searching on these agency websites every single day, searching for a job, telling the recruiter, apply for this one, apply for this, apply for this, back in the same mode. So I'm just annoyed. So first week go by, we're applying, and we don't hear, well, I'm not gonna say we didn't hear nothing back. I did have an interview for one place, but I had like followed up, and she was like, somebody that was already there decided to extend, so they didn't need a new travel nurse. And that was like the first week, and another week goes by, and I didn't tell my recruiter this, but I told myself this. I'm like, I have to give her to the end of the week. If we don't have nothing by Friday, coming Monday, I have to apply to a staff job. Like, I did not want to do this. Number one, I had been out of work at this point. This is April, and it's April, January, March, April, May. It's April. It was April, now it's May. So I've been out of work for like a month at this point. And like, I need a job, and a staff job wasn't gonna supply me with the money that I needed to like make up for the last month. Sorry, my dog wants me. So, and a staff job wasn't gonna like make up for the money that I had been missing for the last month or whatever. So I'm like, dang, I don't want to have to do it, but I need a job. Like, that's just what the world is. So I needed a staff job. So the next week comes, we're applying stuff. Monday applying, don't hear nothing. Tuesday, same thing. Wednesday, so far during the day, it's the same thing. And then she comes and she calls me, and she's like, Ayana, we got a contract. I'm gonna go to our messages so I can see exactly what it said. Hold on. So she texts me Wednesday, May 28th at 4:22 p.m. Y'all, normally like the travel nursing world is shut down. It's 9 to 5. It's shut down. So at 4:22 p.m. she texts me, OMG, offer. I said, you gotta be motherfucking kidding me. I said, what? Where? She said, sending you details shortly. And then she told me where. She was like, made my entire week so happy for you. I knew we'd get it. I said, yes, wow, this is great. She said, so happy, and see, everything works out for a reason. Plus, she wanted to be closer to home for this one, and this is as close as there's been lately. I said, you and me both. And I know that's right. This is super close. Things do work out how they're supposed to. And she sent me the offer. She was like, let me know if I have the green light to send the contract over for you to sign or whatever. And I was like, everything looks good. She's like, congratulations, da 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 da, all this stuff. So we are just ecstatic, so freaking happy that I got a contract. Like, I gave her till Friday. Wednesday, she hit me up with the contract. I'm like, you my girl. You my girl, you my girl. She called me, and we like, I know that's right. I know that's right. You know, like, we got signed the contract, everything, and it works out, y'all. It works out. We're so hyped. So on July 12th, I start the job, and I've been working there since. I've been working this travel contract since July 12th, and it's been going great. Like, this is the perfect first travel assignment that you can think of. Number one, they haven't had travelers in a long time. So everyone is super nice, super welcoming. Like, I feel like I've been working there. Like, I don't feel like it's a new place. Like, I don't feel out of place. I feel like this is my job. I've been there for years. Like, it's such a great job, such a great environment. I'm so happy to be where I am. But yeah, my job is absolutely like perfect. I honestly don't know what's next. I extended my contract until December. After that, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I probably will travel maybe for a little bit more, and then after I get my little traveling fix, I'll probably figure out my next little nursing fix to get into, whatever. But this is my nursing journey. Everything that I've been through, everything happens for a reason. I absolutely love where I'm at. I love what's going on in my journey, and it's going great. And now I'm tapping into YouTube, and I'm excited about this. So this is the end of the video. If you enjoyed, go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe. Tell me about y'all nursing journey. If you're in nursing school, what you want to do as a nurse, your plans. Let me know down in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.